Hi, it's Joey Reynolds rap with the bad news that Donald Trump at his home, his Mexican lawn guys hit the reverse button on the lawn blowers, and they're now back in Tijuana. Of course, Donald Trump has had an erectile dysfunction in his hair, and he has been fired. The apprentice got fired. It would be like Walt Disney firing the wizard and putting Mickey Mouse in charge. It's the same kind of deal. You remember that, right? I mean, I don't know if you watched this fantasy, but Imagine Dragons. That's what I do. And they're all in my head because we do improv. And improv, you make the stuff up like they do on Fox. But I'm not doing improv. I'm just reporting the news to you. I mean, the latest thing in LA about cantors, Cantors is not a religious song singer in a synagogue. It's a deli. And at Cantors, they serve this opening meal. When you sit there, they have stale cut up bagels that you can stick in cream cheese as the warm up for the game. If you knew what's coming after that, boy, you're gonna run from that place. But they do validate parking. Hey, my favorite place was in LA on Santa Monica Boulevard. There was a dry cleaners right next door to a pizza place. And my friend owned the strip mall, and there was a marquee above it. So I got the pizza place and the dry cleaners. He said, come up with something clever as a one-liner that describes what we're doing here. And I put it up there. It says, drop your pants here and have a piece next door. Well, the LA sheriffs didn't keep it up there too long. They had it about an hour. But I have a lot of fun, In LA, I put a living billboard when Jesus Christ Superstar was on with... I had Jesus hanging on a cross on Sunset Boulevard. That lasted about an hour before I got stopped for that when we opened the Universal Amphitheater. I've had a lot of experience in LA that's gone wrong. People don't usually tell me about things that fail, and I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm just putting another nail in my coffin. But it's what it is. I lived in Laurel Canyon and above the country store. That's where I lived, so I could have a good view of all of my dealers. And whenever we had a fire and the wind was out of the west, everybody was good for the munchies for about a week. We used to pray for the sand. What do they call that wind that comes in? That wind that comes across that blows all the marijuana plants in your direction. I think I just had a failure. I had one of those senior brain farts, they call it. Well, the seniors have a tough time right now because we're not giving credit for a lot of things and no one's relying on us so much. And that's my big fight now, is to get senior privileges so that we can have something to live for and continue for. We are living longer and we are healthier, and there's a resentment in that. I mean, people want us to go away and they want the money, because it costs a lot of money to continue on with this foolishness called life. I have some people who are waiting for me to die, but that has nothing to do with money. I just do these Reynolds raps as an avocation. It's a hobby. It's either this or I go to the home for the relatively unimportant, and I continue to change, do laundry. I really belong in the prison, in the laundry system, and I was thinking about maybe joining up, and sitting in for those two guys that ran away. Maybe it'll be a surrogate move, right? Two of us who think we're filled with guilt and shame. We know we deserve punishment. So if I can get another person with me, we can replace those guys and they can be let free, and we'll go in and do their time. Because can you imagine someone doing this, right? We're so crazy, I will bet you there'll be 2 volunteers that are online today that'll be tweeting. In my neighborhood, we don't call it tweeting, we call it squealing. and you get crippled when you squeal. Of course, a secret best kept between two people is when one is dead. It's a Reynolds rap.